our minister Shahbaz Bhatti had committed his life, and this was his testimony, his witness that I believe in Jesus Christ. Being a Christian, I know the meaning of the cross. Jesus carried cross for me, and I want to carry for my nation, for my brothers. This was his commitment, and for this commitment, he has given his life. Now we have certain people who want to share their sentiments with us all. First of all, I would like to invite Anna Rita, Comunità di Sant'Egidio.
My name is Anna Rita Pescetelli, and on behalf of the community of Sant'Egidio, I would like to express our deep sorrow for the death of our friend Shahbaz Bhatti. And Shahbaz Bhatti was a great friend of the community, and there was really a strong spiritual link with the community. He visited the community, he has been visiting the community several times in Rome. He actually was in Rome, in Santa Maria in Trastevere, on the last 9/11 to remember the 9/11 event in the US. And actually, one of the members of Sant'Egidio of Rome, Roberto Pietrolucci, was the last person who talked to Shahbaz Bhatti. Maybe you read on the newspaper, he had some interview about that, because Roberto is still there now in Pakistan, because we had a meeting with all our local communities there, because we have groups of Sant'Egidio in 10 cities in Pakistan, and they were preparing together a meeting with the Imam of the Great Mosque of Lahore. And so Roberto was waiting for an SMS, a text from Shahbaz Bhatti to have the number of the Imam of Lahore, but unfortunately this message had never arrived, because 15 minutes later he was shot. And Roberto Pietrolucci is still there now. He will be back from Pakistan tomorrow, and he attended the funeral in Kushpur, Faisalabad, and he was the only European who was attending the funeral. Well, it was not a funeral, but a ceremony in front of people, of representatives from different religions. And so he was really a peaceful and a man of dialogue. As Cardinal told us today, he really gives us a task to continue the dialogue. And we remember also him for his courage on carrying on the Asia Bibi liberation. He was involved, and he was working. The day before he was killed, he was talking with Roberto, and he told Roberto that he was working, not on an official level, but he was working, trying to work through dialogue, through talks, in a peaceful way, because he really believed in dialogue and in peace. He was really a man of dialogue, and for this reason we feel to be really near to him, and we will continue to
I was the youngest altar boy in the group. So I know him personally, that he was a man of dialogue, a man of commitment. Whenever he took any commitment, he did his level best to fulfill his commitment. Not only now as a political leader, but as a young man, as a young student, as an altar boy. I know him that he was a man of commitment, man of dialogue. Now I would like to invite Dr. Luigi De Silva to share his words with us.
Va bene, pochissime parole. È stato detto già poco fa che il nostro compito è quello di continuare l'impegno che lui ha avuto in una situazione così difficile, di mantenere comunque il dialogo e farsi carico dei problemi di tutti. È una perdita molto grande, ma sappiamo che accanto al dolore poi viene seminato qualcosa e noi aumenta il nostro impegno, aumenta il nostro sforzo. Questo è quello che voglio dire esprimendo gratitudine verso la sua testimonianza e verso la testimonianza di tutte le persone di fede e dei nostri fratelli cristiani in Pakistan. Grazie.
Sara Fumagalli for her words.
Thank you. I met last year Minister Shahbaz Bhatti, and he was a very shining person. I think he gave us a so important and very bright witness. So every kind of word we can say is maybe too much, because St. Augustine told, don't speak with the words, speak with your facts, with your
Actions.
So he really did. So I think what we can do is to make the same. It was told he was a man of dialogue, but I also want to say, yesterday I watched many times his interviews. In one place he says, I'm sorry for my English, I hope to explain not in a wrong way, but he told exactly that he was fighting for justice, peace, for his brothers, and he told, I could stop for as a baby and something like that, but I prefer to die fighting for my principles, for the justice, than make compromise. So I think he teaches us the way of the peace and of the dialogue. It's the way of the cross, and it is also the way that not make any compromise with the evil, with il male. Ci ha insegnato la pace e il dialogo, ma anche a non scendere a compromessi con il male, a non tirarsi indietro di fronte alle battaglie difficili. E quello che chiedo io al Signore è che siamo tutti capaci, chi è in qualche modo porta avanti queste battaglie, le porta avanti anche in quei paesi, di seguire la sua strada, che è la via di Gesù.